Alrighty, welcome back to the Vintage Cube Draft. We've got a 4-on-4. We are playing with initiative, as you can tell by this seasoned Dungeoneer. And I think what's going to happen with the initiative versus not versions is I'm going to keep them relatively similar, and we're probably going to play them both close to half the time each. We actually voted on this one. It was 4-4, so we flipped a coin and decided to play with initiative, and I got rewarded for a seasoned Dungeoneer, or with a seasoned Dungeoneer, passing a Scalding Tarn, a Dismember, Lorien Revealed. BK's passing to me, so easiest seat in the house, you know. It's myself, Strider, Updraft Elemental, and Sam Rolfe battling against Hank, BK, Tommy, this is Tom Stock, not Martell, and Mac the Knife. But I'm going to take Dungeoneer. Tom Stock's probably going to take Dismember or Tarn. Updraft will take the other, and then Mac will take Stoneforge Mystic. All right. I guess that plays. And, well, there's a Fable. Fable's a busted card. Must have opened power or something close because BK loves Fable and loves fetch lands. But he's going to know I took Fable here. And there's not much I can do about it, but it's just by far the best card, so I will be taking it. All right, and here, you know what? I'm actually just going to take Elegant Parlor. I have a busted red card, a busted white card, and red-white's a great combination. I like it more than Jetmir's Garden. I don't really like splashing in these kinds of decks. Yes, this makes more fetch lands live, but getting a Surveil is such a big game, so I think this is actually a pretty easy Elegant Parlor here. I love me a Trumpeting Carnosaur too, but red-white lands are in high demand because the red-white decks can't really afford to mess around and stumble on lands too much. So given that I have two really high-tier red and white cards, or rather one of each, I think just taking a land and making it the most likely that I can play both seems like a great call. Oh man, I should have taken the Carnosaur, gone big red. I might still take Glorybringer. There's also Winds of Abandon. That card's also pretty sick, and if I'm actually on the Dungeoneer path, I think I'd actually rather take Winds. It is close. I like Sunbait Canyon, Mana Confluence in these decks, but not as much as either spell, and I don't think Slickshot Show Off is exactly where I want to be. I actually think I am supposed to take Winds of Abandon here, and then follow it up with probably Night Scythe or Usher of the Fallen. I'm not taking the Simian Spirit Guide. Passing two black cards here, a Caustic Bronco and a Grief, but 3-drops are a lot more common. I think I'd rather just take the 1-drop here. I do like Night Scythe, and it is good with the initiative, but I already have a 3 and a 4, so I think I'd rather just get something lets me get on the board a little faster. And I also like taking Winds into Usher and maybe keeping it so I'm not playing double red cards in my deck. If I can be almost mono white splashing, let's say Fable and a Chain Lightning or something like that, that would be fantastic. Oh, and here we go. Figure of Destiny is excellent. Way too good to pass up. I do like the Interrupter. Unholy Heat's fine, though it's not even that good in this kind of deck because you don't get Delirium very easily. It's better in the deck with like Ponder and Gitaxian Probe and Fetch Lands and Dak Faden and that sort of thing. But in either case, I'm going to take Figure of Destiny here. And the one thing BK doesn't know, because he does know that I took Fable. Well, there's a lot of things BK doesn't know. Is I assume he's going to think I took Fable, which, you know, pretty clear pick, but he probably thinks I took like Glorybringer Unholy Heat. I don't think he'll necessarily put me on drafting mono white, but because he didn't know I first picked Dungeoneer, and I also don't draft mono white that often, but you know what? The other team voted for the initiative cube, so I'm in. All right, well, I guess it's still big red time. I'm going to take Name Sticker. I don't think Eagles of the North is better. This is a really good card. BK knows I took this now. He's probably got me on big red. That's all right. Name Sticker is still really good. I will take it, even though now I kind of wish I just had Carnosaur, Glorybringer. I don't think those were the right picks to make at the time, and I think Name Sticker is still going to be good, but it is kind of funny how that worked out. All right, and here there's Arc Trail, Mind Collapse, and Aurelia's Vindicator. I do kind of like Vindicator with Name Sticker. It's also just a reasonably solid card. On the other hand, Arc Trail and Mind Collapse, I think I'd rather take Arc Trail of the two. It's also pretty good, though. Mind Collapse is nice when you just tap out and then you Mind Collapse, but I think I'll just take the Vindicator here. I like Aurelia's Vindicator. And then here, I could take Bloodthirsty Adversary and see if that pans out. I'm not that likely to take it. I don't know that I want to cut a green card. All right, I'll take the Adversary. I'm not that excited. Oh, I am excited about Firebolt. All right, that makes me feel pretty good about not taking Arc Trail, taking Vindicator over Arc Trail. Getting that Firebolt is nice. Passing a late Time Warp and Paradise Druid and Pentad Prism. That was a pretty good pack. Oh, Carnosaur came back? Okay. We're doing it now. I don't think Glorybringer's going to wheel, but I might get like Sunbaked Canyon or Mana Confluence. That would be pretty nice. Just past Limdol's Vault and Doomsday. Oh, Sunbaked Canyon is really nice here. I have no spells, so I don't care about the show off. And Sunbaked Canyon's good enough for me that I'm going to pass an Endurance, even though I passed kind of a lot of green cards here. Oh, Night Scythe came back? Whoa, that's fantastic. Okay. And, I mean, I don't know. These are both pretty marginal. Oh, last pick, Fiery Islet. I probably won't play both because drawing 2 of these as your only 2 lands, for example, is just you're going to lose the game straight up. But you never know. There might be matchups where I'd side in the Fiery Islet. If you're playing against a deck that really doesn't attack your life total, Fiery Islet is plenty good. Okay, so that actually worked out pretty nicely. And then this pack, oh, this is a beat. There's a Pest Infestation and a Reanimate. They're both sick. They're both splashable, though Reanimate's a little less splashable. BK did pass me that one pack that had Grief and Caustic Bronco. Didn't pass a ton of black. There's an Oracle going this way, but that's fine. I passed Doomsday and Limdol's Vault the other way. I think I'm just going to take Containment Priest. I like it a little more than Flame Tongue. I think Containment Priest is just a busted card. And I could hate one of these, BK could take the other, and then my teammate would be left with very little, or I could just pass them both. And I think I will just pass them both. Now there's an Academy and a Pyro and a Tinker. Oh my god. This is pretty rough. There's no card I really want. I guess there's a Steel Seraph. I could hate the Academy, but then I'm passing a Tinker. That doesn't really seem like it does much. I could take Prismatic Ending. That's kind of weak. I don't really want the Seasoned Pyro, just another 3-drop. I could take a Gemstone Mine, but that's also really weak. I don't really want to do that. I don't really want any of this stuff. This is terrible. It's like 2 3-drops I don't want. There's not even like a good card for me. I guess there's a Savai Triome would probably be okay in my deck. I could hate Academy. Maybe I just hate Academy. I don't know. I'm getting absolutely nothing out of that pack. Wow, this pack too. I don't even really like Wheel of Fortune. I guess I'll take Touch the Spirit Realm. I do like that with Carnosaur and Dungeoneer at least. All right. Wild packs. And then now there's Abrade and Flame Slash and Warden of the Inner Sky, which I hope to wheel. I'm not going to take it here. I think I would rather have Abrade. Abrade is pretty flexible, and I have some anti-creature spells already. All right. And then here... Oh, I love Imidane's Recruiter. Generous Plunderer I've also found to be pretty nice. 2 mana, 2/2 Menace. Beginning of my upkeep, I can get a treasure and they get a tap treasure. And then when it attacks, it pings them for 1 for each artifact they control. It's a pretty nice way to curve out and hit for a lot of damage. I actually think I want that. And then maybe wheel one of Imidane's or Elspeth, hopefully. All right, now there's a Dragon's Rage, a Get Lost, and a Council's Judgment and a Jite. So I don't think I was getting cut. I just think those packs are really bad for me. I mean, I like Dragon's Rage the most of these. I guess I have a ton of removal, so let's just take Dragon's Rage and try to get some more spells in here. I'll take Inspiring Vantage, thanks. Okay, I mean, I have 3 red-white duels. That is pretty nice. This pack was kind of a disaster for me just overall, but it picked up in the middle at least. I mean, I picked up Containment Priest, Plunderer, Dragon's Rage Channeler, some 3 low drops, an Abrade, and a Touch the Spirit Realm and a land. That's all fine. It's not exciting, but it's fine. And now there's March versus Grim. I kind of like March here when I'm trying to get Dragon's Rage to go, and I think Grim is just okay. I don't even have any fetches or anything. Passing a late Life, Death, and Grist, but so it goes. All right, and here, I don't think I'm going to play any of these cards. I'm not going to splash black. Highway Robbery is just not for this kind of deck. I guess I'll hate Thief of... No, Strider always plays Grixis. I guess I'll hate the Mortuary. I don't know. All right, Gemstone Mine came back, and Prismatic Ending came back. Prismatic Ending is pretty good. I'm not going to need Gemstone Mine in this deck. I've got a 2-color deck here. I will take Fabled Passage, though. I suppose that is decent. Mr.'s Research Desk isn't going to do much for me, and I'll pass these. These cards are all solid, and they go in a lot of decks, but none of them is great, so I don't really feel like hate drafting any of these really does much for me. Oh, so there's Warden of the Inner Sky and Sunfall here. Tap 3 untap artifacts or creatures. I think I'm just going to take the Sunfall because there's some matchups where I'd be really happy to side that in, and I don't really want to pass it. So Sunfall seems pretty good. Bloodthirsty Adversary has not gotten there. There's Firebolt, Abrade, Winds. It doesn't work with March, and it doesn't work with Prismatic Ending, so I guess I can I March Exile off Bloodthirsty Adversary to get the X up? I don't actually know. I don't think that works, but who knows? Ooh, Elspeth did come back. All right, I'm in for that. And my curve has actually been fairly low still, so I could have had a really easy Black Splash. My curve has been low enough so far that I think Elspeth actually is a pretty good reward. I mean, turn 2 Plunder or turn 3 Elspeth? It's a pretty big game. Yeah, Generous Plunder has been nice. Just getting that ramp a turn before your opponent can also be pretty good, especially in a deck that typically doesn't have much in the way of ramp. All right, well, white clearly was open since this was just a bad pack overall. I mean, it ended up being fine. There was just a couple packs in there that were a little dry. But overall, I got plenty of cards for my deck, and this deck looks totally solid. Without any sort of power or like Ancient Tomb or any sort of acceleration, I guess I passed up a Simian Spirit Guide. It's going to be a little tough, but I've got a low enough curve that I think that's pretty good, and just a ton of good removal. Now that I picked up Council's Judgment, I might take the March out. I don't know. What do we got here? Oh, Fiery Confluence is great. So another not exciting opener, like I didn't get a Mox or anything, but taking Fiery Confluence, I am passing Preordain, Hierarch, Fiery Covenant, some good cards. Might get Spellbook Vendor back, but I'm happy enough taking Confluence. And I think taking March out, now that I picked up Council's Judgment, well, or Prismatic Ending, one of those two. Though Prismatic Ending's a little more mana efficient. All right, well, there's a Palace Jailer, a Mana Drain, and a Bombardiers here. I'm going to take the Bombardiers. I think that card is busted. I mean, Palace Jailer is great too, but the other thing is Tom is not playing white. He passed a Council's Judgment with 2 cards left. You might just take Mana Drain here, but that at least passes Palace Jailer maybe to updraft. In any case, Broadside Bombardiers is the truth. BK passed me Fable and Bombardiers. All right, he set me up the bomb here. Ooh, and here there's a Smuggler's Copter and a Mother of Runes. Chandra is not on the table. I just picked up a 3 and a 4. I do love Copter. Mother of Runes is great too. But I kind of want to just take Smuggler's Copter here. I've got all these good 3s to curve into. And I'd rather just be a little bit more aggressive. Plus, Mother of Runes, Portable Hole, Selfless Spirit. One of those will come back, maybe. Portable Hole is probably the least likely to, because a lot of decks want that. Mother of Runes is a busted card. Like, I do know that, but so is Smuggler's Copter. This Vindicator is kind of not paying out, though. I took it over Arc Trail, which is fine. I got plenty of little removal. I do need a couple more cheap cards. I'm not sure about this Carnosaur. It's great with Name Sticker, but that's about it. I guess the fact that it's a 3-mana deal 3 is still fine. Oh, and there's Inti. Inti is fantastic. Rite of Flame could come back too. Haha, Brain Freeze and LED in the same pack. Lurrus, great card, but pack 3, not where Lurrus typically shines. Well, I'm sure BK knows I'm playing red now, and red I am. Like, I've got Fable, Broadside, Inti, Fiery Confluence. Like, yeah, if we're not having power, I have 4 of like the top 10 red cards, something like that. Like, Broadside Bombardiers might literally be number 1, Fable be number 2. So of mono red cards, like they're both better than Lightning Bolt, I think. Oh, there's a Seething Song. I mean, Seething Song is good with Carnosaur, but that's about it. I guess it's if I play Bloodthirsty Adversary, it's kind of nice. But what am I going to take otherwise? I could take Resto. Blink Fable's nice. Doesn't work to Blink Name Sticker. That's the only combo. I guess Blinking Carnosaur is technically good. There's a Gemstone Caverns. I think I might still just take the Seething Song. Though Gemstone Caverns actually looks pretty good in this deck. Yeah, I'll take Gemstone Caverns. I feel like my mana is good enough to float a colorless land, so I can just main deck it, and just having games where I draw Gemstone Caverns seems like it's going to be so disgusting. There's Elemental Eruption. It's okay. City of Traders is something I was really looking for, so it's no Ancient Tomb, but given that it's 6th pick, it's not like I'm going to have a wealth of options here. And City of Traders, even just going like 1-drop into turn 2 Fable or something is great. Oh, that Seething Song. It's okay. I'll just take Intrepid Adversary. I think the Adversary is also fantastic here. And now we're at 18 lands, so I mean, I even have a couple playables in the sideboard if I need them. All right. I like where we're at. Ooh, do I pass this Cauldron max down there with Stoneforge? But this is pick 8, so whoever took Stoneforge didn't take that card. As for me, there's Sacred Foundry versus Magda versus Esper Sentinel. I mean, I do like Magda, and it's pretty good with Smuggler's Copter. Oh, and Night Scythe. I have 2 ways to crew it. All right, as much as I like lands, I think Magda's actually going to be really strong here. Wandering Emperor and Spellbook Vendor both wield, so it's Scrapbook Mutt, but I'm not playing that one. At this point, I'll be cutting something, but I think Wandering Emperor looks a little better to me than Spellbook Vendor, given the way we've ended up. And maybe I'll cut Prismatic Ending. Do I want to play Adonto Vanguard? I mean, it's fine, but I'd be cutting a different 2. I think I'd rather hate the Goldvein Hydra. Oh, Mother of Runes Wield, amazing. I like Selfless Spirit and Shatter Skull Smashing, but Mother of Runes Wheeling is just incredible. Okay, so now I get to cut one more card. Maybe it's just the Carnosaur and then the Name Sticker. I could also cut Name Sticker and Carnosaur, just the way my deck ended up. Rite of Flame is kind of interesting. I actually don't mind Rite of Flame with the cards I have. Like, that's probably a better accelerant than Name Sticker, despite it being a worse card. Interesting. Oh, Seething Song came back? Let's just take that. If someone wanted channel, they would have taken it earlier. If I get the Noise Marine back, which I'm not going to, BK's going to hate that. There's no chance. Oh, Elemental Eruption's kind of interesting. Would I play? I could see a sideboard plan of siding in the Eruption. I don't mind passing a Stoic Sphinx. Okay, so this is an interesting build. Let's go take a look. All right, got a decision to make here. So I'm pretty happy with these 37 cards over here. That's 16 lands, and there's like good red and white cards. The last 3 cards, I'm leaning towards Carnosaur, Seething Song, Name Sticker versus 2 double white cards and a Plains. And the reason is, I think even though I don't have that much high end, like Glorybringer or Noise Marine, I think Seething Song and Name Sticker into like one of these 3s plus one of these 2s is going to be really good. And depending if I have an extra white left over, I could even play one of the other things too. And then Carnosaur is pretty strong. I want the Rite of Flame in already because turn 1 Magda or turn 2 Fable is already good. And I think Council's Judgment and Wandering Emperor are good, but not as high leverage as the other cards. So I think I'm going to start like this and then adjust as needed. I don't think I'm supposed to play Elemental Eruption. It is close. Song into Eruption is 2 dragons. I don't have enough card draw to really line that up. I could see siding this in against a control deck. If you go Rite of Flame, Seething Song, and then you just cast Mother of Runes and then cast this, they can't counter it. Storm is not a counterable thing, so, well, you can counter Storm with like a Stifle type effect, but it's going to be hard. All right, I think this is what I'm going with, and let's take a look at what my teammates have. Strider is on Wheel, Dak, Leovold, with some initiative dudes and Mana Vault and a bunch of color fixing, memory lapse, counterspell. So it's like blue-green base or Sultai base with 2 red cards in it and just a bunch of good value cards and good lands. I like it. This looks pretty sweet. Sam Rolf has Mox Diamond, Mox Ruby, and just Naya creatures like swords, Flame Slash to go with Stoneforge Cauldron. He got both. Leyline Binding, a bunch of big drops, including 4th Earlingus, Flame Tongue, Caves of Chaos Adventure. All right, looks solid. And then Updraft has a really nice deck with Mana Crypt, Opal, Petal, Breach, Brain Freeze, Show and Tell with Portal and Triplicate Titan. The channel he got with like 2 cards left in the pack. Kinnan and Basalt Monolith and some good stuff to play. So I like it, though we don't have a whole lot of power in our decks. So let's see what our opponents are up to. All right, playing against Mac. I'm on the play, and oh man. I think I have to mulligan. Gemstone Caverns got me pretty good there. I don't know that it would have been necessarily the land I wanted, but still. All right, I'll keep this. I guess I will put Rite of Flame back at this point. And I think I'm going to lead on Mother of Runes here. Just getting this out turn 1 makes it so much more likely it survives. Okay. Oh, and he had Snuff Out. Well, I don't like that. And Fabled Passage, pass. I was excited for a second. I thought my Mother of Runes was going to live. And let's get red here. Oh my god. This is just a bloodbath here. All right. Land, I'm just going to pass here. I don't think playing Intrepid Adversary as a 1/1 on this board is going to do anything. And I'm going to take 2 here and hope that I can get some Fiery Confluence action instead, because this is just, I'm getting murdered. Karavik, okay. Let's draw, land, cast this. 1 damage to each creature. All right. All right, well, he's got 5 cards and I have 2, but I guess I'm glad I have Carnosaur in my deck now. Let's cast the Adversary and put a counter on it, even though I don't think that's going to do too much. I assume he's just going to kill it here. Looks like a Glory Bringer or something. I don't really want to crack the Sunbaked Canyon yet either. Oh, Fury. Well, that's a little less bad for me than Glory Bringer because I have this Abrade in hand. Oh, and there's the Carnosaur. So let's just deal 3 here and then pass. Okay, okay. Any land? I get Carnosaur going. Gut. Okay. Land. You know what? I'm going to play Bombardiers and attack. Here's the thing. If I draw a land, Gut or Carnosaur plus Bombardiers is really sick. And he has to draw a creature to be able to make a Gut token. And even if he does, if I draw a land, Carnosaur can maybe do some action. Oh my god, he drew a Blood Tithe? So now we can even sack the blood? Obscene. Okay. Yeah, I'm at 9. All right, land still goes a long way here. Land. All right, nice Carnosaur hit here. Let's do it. Into Touch the Spirit Realm. Yeah, I'll cast that. Touch the Spirit Realm. It's at 13. I can hit him down to 11, and the Carnosaur does 8. I'm at 8. I can kill the skeleton token. Touch the Spirit Realm wasn't even actually that good. I guess I can kill the Gut. Yeah. And then I think I was going to say attack with Bombardiers, but I guess now I probably want to wait to block the Blood Tithe and go to 4 and hope to draw a removal spell here. Firebolt would be okay. All right. Sack the Sunbaked Canyon. Well, I'm not dead. I'm just getting 2 for 1 every turn of the game. I guess my Carnosaur was a 2 for 1. All right, black-red removal. Luris into Bowmasters. All right, dead here, but we'll have to do some sideboarding. All right, I mulliganed against black-red, and we just did a bunch of trades, and I lost. So I kind of want to side in like this kind of stuff. I don't want Red of Flame in my deck anymore. Don't want Bloodthirsty Adversary. I mean, I don't want Usher of the Fallen. Don't want Dragon's Rage. I'm going to try to minimize getting hit by Orcish Bowmasters. I want Council's Judgment. I want Bloodthirsty Adversary. So I want all these, and I want this land. So I still have to take out some cards. I think I take basically my low drops out. Put in more high drops. I mean, this is more of a 5-mana card. 6-mana card. And then I think Figure of Destiny is still pretty good. On the play, I don't want Gemstone in either. And I don't think I want to take out Magda. Containment Priest doesn't stop Luris. I didn't see anything that gets stopped by Containment Priest. I'll keep Mother of Runes in because if I draw it, it's still good. And I think wins in the grindy matchup like this is worse because we're not going to have big boards. The real question is there any way I can get Elemental Eruption in? If I do that, I'd need to play Rite of Flame. Do I want to do that? Is there anything else that I want to cut here? I mean, even just making 2 4/4 seems pretty good. Yeah, I kind of wanted to get that in. I've struggled. I guess, Figure of Destiny just isn't that good against Bowmasters or Fury or any of those things. Generous Plunder, I think, actually will be pretty good here. I still think Magda is fine. Firebolt still seemed good. I could play 16 lands, but I don't really like that. The Abrade seems fine. I mean, maybe I just cut the Magda and make it so I have 0 things. Like, I just take out all my 1 toughness cards. I think that actually works better. Fury and Bowmasters is, you know, a hell of a lot of pressure. All right. I got to keep this, and I've got to find lands. But turn 2 Inti is pretty good. I guess Inti's gone. All right. Lands? Ooh, Seething Song's kind of interesting. There's some action, some moves we can make. I'm going to keep the Bloodthirsty Adversary in hand for now. Land, great. Play a face down Vindicator. He can snuff it out and pay the ward. He's probably going to. Mac always has it. And then now any land, though, I can just play these Planeswalkers, and that's pretty good against the stuff he's doing. I just think the game's going to go long enough that I can just wait on this. Have it be good later. Oh, Bowmasters. Okay. I'm glad I didn't play Adversary and Attack. Bowmasters into Gut. All right. I need to draw a land, I guess. That was a land. So if I... Seething Song, I can make this... I can go to 6 mana and I can Vindicate the Skeleton. I could also just wait. I could also Wandering Emperor the Skeleton. I think I'm just going to chill here. And I'll see what Mac does. If he does nothing, then I can still play an end of turn Wandering Emperor, and that's still pretty good. I kind of feel like he is going to attack here. He's going to sack the thing. I just get a mountain, I think. Yeah. And I think Wandering Emperor seems pretty good. My main concern with casting Seething Song is if I Seething Song and in response he kills the Aurelia's Vindicator, it just hoses me completely. And he's got all his mana untapped. If he had tapped out for a creature first, that would have been a completely different story. But I didn't think that was what was going on. Oh, this is just creatures, right? Not artifacts and creatures. All right, Namesticker Goblin. Interesting. Okay, let's play Namesticker and see if this works. See if he's got a removal spell for it. Okay, he did not. I got 4. So I got the minimum, as usual. I think I'm going to play the Adversary. At this point, we're just kind of going all in here. Adversary. Target Seething Song. Seething Song. Put a +1/+1 counter on the Vindicator. And then I'm going to flip this up for the max amount. X equals 3. Inti, Gut, and Skeleton. And hope he doesn't have an answer. It has to be exactly Snuff Out. If it is, then I'm pretty screwed, but I kind of think he would have killed the Namesticker Goblin, perhaps. Okay, he did not do anything. And then now I'm going to slam for 8. And now even if he kills the Vindicator, oh, he's got Fatal Push, sure. Even if he kills the Vindicator, he still doesn't have much to do. And Fatal Push, you know, he'll get his Gut back in hand, and I'll get Inti back in hand. And that all works for me. Oh, it's Toxic Deluge. All right. That's fine. Because I still got my thing. And then now, yeah, I think I just go Elspeth. This uses my mana so much better. Make a soldier. Make a samurai. And I think I'll just pass because I might want to discard the mountain to Inti. Okay, we got a little action going here. Spinning Dilophosaurus. Kill my soldier token. Alright. He could crew it too. If he can crew the Bank Buster, that's pretty obnoxious. Is it 12? Oh man, he's got Fury also pitching that gut. Alright, that kills basically all my creatures. Or my whole board. Wow, he managed to kill everything here? Okay. This is gonna be back to top deck wars, I guess. Alright, I guess I'll play my land. I used both my name sticker and Seething Song, sadly. What I'm hoping to draw here, actually, Rite of Flame would be awesome. Okay. If Inti lives and I get an attack in, I mean, I think I just discard the Elemental Eruption now, assuming I even get a chance to attack, which I might not. Okay, looks like I'm not going to get a chance to attack. Fire Covenant for 1. Wild, okay. This actually could lead to a nice Elemental Eruption here. No! Ugh. I was going to set that up really nicely. Oh man, Mac is grinding me out. This matchup looks horrible, to be honest. Like, every card he has is just awesome against me. Alright. Draw. And then the Hostile Investigator is going to trigger again here. I guess I wasn't even going to get to make Rite of Flame for a bunch. Alright, I got completely demolished. Just felt like a terrible matchup, and we're on to round 2. Well, it's time for round 2 to play against Tom Stock, who's got Ancestral Mana Drain and a good blue-red deck, so I'm feeling a little outmatched in this draft, but hey, you know what? What can you do? I got some powerful cards too. Hopefully they line up correctly. Alright, well, I'm definitely going to keep this hand, and I think I'm going to lead on Figure of Destiny here. There is a bit of a temptation to start on turn 1 Smuggler's Copter, turn 2 Magda Crew Copter, but I think against a blue-red deck that's got a decent amount of removal, that just seems unnecessary. Oh, we're going to get Ancestraled here. Oh, nice. We did not. I'll play a Copter on 2, and then I'll use the City of Traders to hardcast the Carnosaur. That's going to be my plan. Slick Shot Show Off. Yeah, this is the deck for it. Blue-red. All right, hit me for 1 here. Oh. Okay, well, that's not yet, but it means I could play that next turn. I am going to hit here. I don't think I'm going to Crew Copter to block Show Off, because if he attacks with Show Off, I'm not going to Crew the Copter, so I think I'm better off just getting my guaranteed 1 in, because then that will just die to a Bolt. If he's got a Bolt, I'd rather him use it on a turn where he can't hit me for 3 as well. Okay. Arc Trail, sure. Alright. And I take 3, but I'm going to play Carnosaur on my next turn. Don't see a reason not to. Oh. That's a big game. Let's start with Name Sticker, because it can't get Spell Pierced. Let's see. Oh, does he have removal in response? Looks like he does. Alright, well, at least my Smuggler's Copter doesn't get killed. Alright. Not ideal, but this works out fine. I'm also glad that I didn't Seething Song first, because then if he killed Name Sticker, I'd be short on Carnosaur. Here, I can just do that next turn. I have creatures. Yeah, let's just discard Dragon's Rage Channeler, I think. And I'll pass the turn, and hopefully I get an opportunity to land this Carnosaur this turn. It would have been nice to get the whole Name Sticker going. If he just passes with double blue, I'm probably leading on Magda here. Let's cast Magda. Yep, got mana drained. All right. I guess I'll pass the turn. And I get to slam Carnosaur now. I'm taking a little bit more damage off this show off. But hopefully not too much. Also, Carnosaur Touch the Spirit Realm is a nice combination. Cryptic Coat. Ooh. Well, I do have Touch the Spirit Realm, which could maybe do something there. I'm going to go to 10 here. Yeah, this is going to be close. It's going to depend on what this Carnosaur hits. There's a lot of really good hits for me here. Seething Song. And cast Carnosaur. Okay, what do we got? Firebolt. Yeah, not a great hit, but Firebolting the show off is still pretty good. And then I can't block anyway, so I'm going to Crew Copter and send here, or try to. All right, loot. Okay, good. I can discard the Sunbaked Canyon, I think. And I think I still wait a turn in terms of playing my land here. I think I'd rather have the City of Traders mana up. I'm going to bounce the coat. Oh, no. Fairy Mastermind end of turn. That was the last card. Wow. Okay. This is going to be a really... I mean, this is a close game. Tom had a really good draw, but I also had a pretty solid draw. Next turn, I could touch the Spirit Realm, the Carnosaur, but that doesn't really get me out of my predicament here. I'm getting hit for 5. Oh. And Laelia was the top deck? Okay. Wow, what a draw. That is going to be tough. So I'm getting hit for 8 down to 2 here. And I don't have lethal next turn, even with Firebolt. I need to draw Bombardiers. Bombardiers would be great. Hitting a hitting a 1-drop off Carnosaur was not the plan I had in mind. I mean, I assume we just attack for 8 here. I don't know. Seems like the play. Probably going to flip a bolt, because why not? It's funny, drawing Name Sticker Goblin worked out kind of badly for me, because otherwise I would have just Seething Songed hit Expressive Iteration. Yeah. Look, when when things go badly, when it rains, it pours. It's even going to pump the Laelia here. I mean, I'm only 1 point short here, because I can play Adversary, Crew Copter, attack for 10. Oh wait, never mind. I just win. What am I complaining about? I'm such a buffoon. I just get to play Adversary and pump it twice, and then Crew Copter, and better sack the Fabled Passage first. All right, and Intrepid Adversary. Okay, pump, Crew, and then attack for 12. GG. Ooh, what a close one. I'm not going to loot. And up a game here. Felt like... Oh, Chandra was the thing. Felt like we were pretty outmatched, but we take those. Prismatic Ending kills Slick Shot and Fairy Mastermind fairly well. I don't think I want Sunfall. That doesn't really seem like it. Council's Judgment could be good. I actually like the cheap cards. Oh, man, Arc Trail's such a beating. I guess I just have to watch out for Arc Trail. I don't think I want Elemental Eruption. I think I'd rather have Prismatic Ending over Winds of Abandon. There's a bunch of small creatures I can Prismatic Ending for the most part. And I have Gemstone Caverns because I'm on the draw. All right. Maybe I want Wandering Emperor actually over like Usher or something. Just something that gets kind of picked up for free off Arc Trail. I don't know. Mother of Runes would be a nice one to draw here as well. I would not mind that. Let's see what we open on here. Ooh, I like this hand. Gemstone Caverns is nice. I'm gonna get to play a turn 1 Copter. I think I'm going to exile the Seething Song, actually. Because, look, I get to go... I'll keep this. Put a Cavern in. And exile Seething Song, play Copter. And then I can play all these. And then Elspeth's like my high-end card. That sounds pretty good. And if we can just dodge Ancestral Recall. Okay, land. I mean, I could also play the Plunder and just play a turn 2 Elspeth. Sounds pretty good. If Tom has a burn spell, that's fine. If Tom keeps up Island for mana drain, then I'm not running Elspeth out. I would like to use the ability, yes. Okay. Oh, Magda's nice. Oh. Dress down? Okay. I mean, that prevents 1 point of damage. That much is true, but now I get to resolve an Elspeth, so I'm pretty happy about that. Just blue-red does not have a really easy route to get rid of an Elspeth, I don't think. And then I've got Figure, Magda, Copter. Like, I'm going to be able to put on a lot of pressure here. I'm probably not using Generous Plunderer again this turn, just because now I'm far enough ahead that I don't need to give my opponent some treasures. Oh, Iteration is the pick? Or is the play? Yeah, definitely not using the Plunderer now. Plunderer is such a cool card, though. Getting the option of giving us both ramp that I get to use, right away and they don't get to use until their turn while attacking for a good amount is nice. Okay, Wooded Foothills. But basically spending a turn to draw a card and spending a treasure token to draw a card makes me... Tom has 7 cards in hand. I'm definitely not going to fuel that with more treasures, but that's still ramped to a turn 2 Elspeth, by the way. Turn 1 Plunder, turn 2 Elspeth is nice. I will not use the ability. Let's see. I think I want to make soldier tokens. Let's cast Figure of Destiny. All right. Let's attack. Well, 7 cards in hand. I kind of feel like my opponent has to have something to play. If they don't tap out during combat here for like a, Unholy Heat, the Generous Plunder sort of deal, I'm just going to pass with a Braid Up. I just don't really feel a need to get mana drain. If they wanted a mana drain Figure, they could, and then I'd play another spell. But if not, like walking one of these into mana drain, I don't need to. I'm about to have 4 creatures in play and a Braid Up, so there's a decent chance I even get to use my mana to abrade their play. And overall, I have plenty of time to play Magda and Copter. I'm not that worried about that. So this seems like a pretty clear pass. Oh, Pyrokinesis doing 2 and 2. Pitching Chandra. Okay, well that does change things. I now kind of feel like I have to play something. All right, let's make a soldier. I guess I don't love it, but let's play Copter here. I feel like I'm going to get mana drained, but now I have no pressure in play. Okay, well, I guess it worked out. Maybe, and it probably can't even get killed end of turn all that easily. I mean, I have the Abrade. Fairy Mastermind? Sure, that doesn't bother me too much. Okay, that worked out. Tom's down to 4 cards because, again, the Pyrokinesis was a pitch spell. Now, will I try to block Fairy Mastermind? Let's see, there's Enchantment, Sorcery, Instant Land, and Graveyard, so Unholy Heat is fully on. Yeah, let's crew the Copter. The thing is, Unholy Heat can kill the Elspeth, so... And instant speed removal spell, Bolt, sure. Like, Bolt's going to get the Copter one way or another. I don't really think it does much for me to wait. And here, let's go. Let's just start. While they're tapped out and I can get the damage in, I think hitting for 5 here is going to be good. And let's play Magda. And I think just past the turn, I will probably want to abrade the Fairy Mastermind, but I don't really see a reason to do it right now. They had all their mana on tap, so Tom could have countered there either way. If he wants to activate Fairy Mastermind for 4 mana now, it doesn't do anything. I mean, we each draw 1, but I won't even draw 2. The one downside of the Copter timing was I could have gotten a free treasure by crewing it with Magda on my turn, but I think it still was fine. I really just didn't want unholy, like, I didn't want to get hit by Unholy Heat there. Like, I didn't want Unholy Heat to hit the Elspeth. Now, oh, I guess we're going to see a play first, so that's going to change my decision on a Braid. By waiting, I also get to do, like, kill Lelia before Lelia attacks, if that's the sort of thing that comes down. I think I'm going to Braid now here. All right, I mean, this has been a close game. Like, Pyrokinesis, Lightning Bolt are both very strong cards against my deck. I don't mind abrading here. Okay. No plays. Interesting. I drew Usher. I think I'm just going to... Yeah. No, I'm going to pump one of the soldiers. If it gets killed, it gets killed. And then that means Magda doesn't get killed. And I think this puts a lot of pressure on them. Because now, even if they kill Magda, for example, they take 5 down to 6, and I have lethal next turn. And if they kill a soldier, they take 3 down to 8, and I actually still have lethal next turn, and they had to kill a 1-1 instead of a Magda. So I think that that was worth it. Though we'll see how this plays out. Like a cryptic command or something? I still get a treasure in the event of a cryptic command, which is funny. And... tap all creatures your opponents control, draw a card. Okay. Treasure. And let's draw. Oh. Okay, well, that's going to be an excellent card later here. I think the Seasoned Dungeoneer will be pretty tough to beat. Really, it's just this Elspeth. Elspeth does a lot of work. Uh-oh. This is getting slammed. Is this a Glorybringer? Kind of what it feels like. Oh, Goldspan Dragon. Okay. That's probably... yeah, they're comparable. Alright. Do you have a removal spell to go with it? Oh, man. Okay, I guess I need to re-top deck. Well, maybe. I'm actually doing kind of fine here. Draw. Oh, that's not bad, actually. I'll get to play that post-combat here. Attack, make a treasure. Take 6. Play Dungeoneer. I'm just going to get a mountain here so I can play the Dragon's Rage Channeler as well. Okay. I mean... oh, wait, that was terrible. I could have explored with Usher. Ha! I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, I could have gotten one more point in or gotten an Explorer. The Explorer on the top of the deck doesn't matter too much because I was going to get to shuffle any... or no, I guess I played this first. Yeah, no, I definitely should have explored. Is this now the Glorybringer? Nope, I guess not. All right, 1-1. That was a hard-fought battle, but we got there. All right, time for round 3. Playing against BK, who's got Lotus and Time Walk. This is gonna be tough. But hey, you know what? This is a nice little aggressive draw. Let's start with Usher of the Fallen, Figure of Destiny. Pretty nice. Could cast it with red or white mana, so it doesn't really matter which one I lead with here. These are mocks too. All right. Oh yeah, look at that Rite of Flame. Let's send with Usher. And I'm just going to make a token because it blocks the Sir Ginger, so I've got nothing to do next turn anyway. Let's get that value. That's what I love to do against people who open on mocks. Activate Usher of the Fallen on turn 2. Oh no. Rite of Flame at least is a counteracting Elite Spellbinder. Okay, so... I mean, I assume he takes Elspeth because it's just like the best card and the most expensive. And then now... Carnosaur, huh? Alright, well, let's send with these. Fire up Usher again, land, and I think just play Figure because I'm not that close to casting any spells and my Dragon's Rage isn't going to do anything, so I'm just going to keep doing that. All right. That's not a bad turn. And then he's going to trade off Esper Sentinel and make Sir Ginger into a 4/2. He has played all 1 toughness creatures, which is funny. Oh, geez. Okay. Parallax Wave, huh? And send for 7 here. All right. Can I get a name sticker? No, not so much. All right. Make a token. And play a Dragon's Rage. And I'm pretty close to dead to Parallax Wave because he just animates the Colonnade here. Hits me for 7 in the air and then just has the Parallax Wave ready. I go to 3 and there's 2 flyers that I have to deal with. He's 11. I'm not that close to killing him. Okay, well, this might be a fast match here. All right, Name Sticker could let me cast Carnosaur. I could play Intrepid Adversary, no, and then I can Carnosaur the Spellbinder, no. All right, we are done here. Okay, down a game, playing against BK. So on the play, Gemstone in for Plains. I probably need Council's Judgment because he has Tinker in his deck. Prismatic Ending also seemed like it would be decent there. Winds of Abandon I think is worse than those. And I gotta cut something here. And I don't think Elspeth is actually that awesome. So let's go ahead and do this. Make these swaps here. All right, on the play. Yeah, all right. Let's get this turn 1 Magda going. Who wants a turn 1 Magda? Oh yeah, that's me. Turn 2 Containment Priest, turn 3 Bombardiers. I'm into that. No. That's the card I thought it was going to be. What in the world? Come on. Is this Tinker? And I have this Containment Priest in hand? Tinker for Nexus. Okay. And put an Elite Spellbinder into play? Oh my god. BK. What is this? All right. He took my Bombardiers. He's got a 3/3 Spellbinder. It's even bigger. All right. Actually, this kind of does it. Cast Fiery Confluence, destroy target artifact, 1 damage to each creature, deal 2 damage to each opponent. All right. And pass the turn. Oh, wow, that was a good top deck. All right. Elegant Parlor. Let's see what we got. Firebolt, sure. Put that on top. So I traded 4 cards for his 4 cards, and then he also got to exile this. All right. Not ideal. So he knows I have Containment Priest in hand. He's getting to scry and draw, and then Sir Ginger becomes a 4/2. Mox, okay. Into Time Walk? All right. I guess I let that happen. Into Trinket Mage? Jeez. Oh man, it's going to be... He's going to get a Bauble, and I can't kill the Sir Ginger anymore with Firebolt? Unbelievable. Yeah. I'm trying Firebolt. That's such a bad draw. I'm glad I hated the Academy. Okay. I just told BK I took Academy second pick, pack 2, just so he knows. All right. I take it. Draw my Firebolt. Firebolt the Trinket Mage. I got nothing better to do. All right. Time for me to draw City of Traders or Namesticker Goblin. Oh, Namesticker would be the best. He's got 2 cards in hand. All right, Namesticker. Any name stickers? No, but Night Scythe is pretty good. All right, and let's hit with the Containment Priest, I guess. Pass the turn. He's got Sir Ginger. I'm going to block it with the 3/1 if he attacks. Mountain, I'm at 10 and he's at 14. Do I want to hit for 3? No, I kind of don't. I feel like it just goes so much more wrong for me. I think I'll just chill here. Hope he floods out. Just a little flood, that's all we're asking. Uh-oh. This doesn't look like flood. This looks like Parallax Wave. No, Sarah Paragon. Oh my god. With Lotus, next, or I can't play Nexus, but Pirate, Spellbomb, Bauble, Portable Hole, Trinket Mage? Okay. I guess if I draw a land, I can Broadside Bombardiers the Paragon. So that's what I'm looking for. In fact, if he Portable Holes the Containment Priest... Yeah, I guess I'd have to block. He can attack with the Sir Ginger. Alright, well, that wasn't a land, so that'll do it. And ending on a nice 1-2, which is about what this deck deserves. 1-2 to 2-1 was this deck's range. And dead. Alright, well, this deck was just fine. Like, I didn't draw like City of Traders a ton. I drew it a few times. Like I had a Gemstone Caverns once on the draw. When I want to draw one of those or like Namestick or a Song, I can kind of get out ahead. But this deck was a little slow. I think if I played against more creature decks, I would have done a little better. I played against Mac on red-black removal and lost to that. And I lost to Lotus Lotus Time Walk Mox Tinker BK's just busted deck. So, and I beat a good blue-red deck. So yeah, I think this was a solid 6 out of 10 cube deck. I mean, look, I had Fable, Dungeoneer, Bombardiers, Fiery Confluence. These cards are all absurdly good. Inti is also really good. It's like these are all my like tier 1 cards with like Copter, Mother Runes kind of being like in the tier 2 range, and then these are all just like fine cards. But I guess Namesticker's kind of closer to here. The card's pretty good. In any case, we got our 1-2. Our team was winning despite us, Sam Rolfe and what's it called? And Updraft are just kind of carrying us here. Strider doing some work as well. And that'll do it for today. As always, I appreciate you hanging out, watching me draft. Sometimes we got good ones. Sometimes we got medium ones. This is not even a bad one, just a medium one. But you know what? Tomorrow's a great one. I can already tell, even though I haven't drafted it yet. Come back tomorrow. See another draft. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.